Alrighty guys, welcome to another video. It's been a while. I've been really busy with school and everything else, but I wanted to bring a video that I'm sure a lot of people are probably questioning on this year. I know the thumbnail shows a bass. That's a bass I caught 2 weeks ago using the methods I'm going to teach you in this video. So if you live, well, at least where I live in central Pennsylvania, the summer has been extremely hot and the lakes are low, the creeks are low, rivers are low. Trout fishing can't happen. So when you turn your lakes, your ponds, your creeks, these are the methods that you're going to want to use in hot, muggy weather and low water. So it's important, super important. I can't even stress it enough. You have to get out early or right as it's getting dark. If you fish midday, it'll be tough, but let's start with the morning. Say you get out in the morning. So the first thing that I like to throw, I'm going to open it up, I haven't even opened it yet, is probably a bait most of you have seen before, but I'll tell you right now, the Whopper Plopper definitely kills fish in the early morning and in the evening. It's just, it can be worked a lot of different ways, and in my opinion, it's probably the best non-weedless topwater on the market. So that's what I would stick to if it's misty, foggy, overcast. The next thing I would go to if I'm fishing heavy cover is obviously a frog, or I honestly am getting quite fond of mice because they're thinner. I get a better hook set, in my opinion, I do, but it's all up to you. It's all up to you. So as it gets later in the morning, you're going to want to probably move farther offshore into deeper water. From what I can tell, most bass are probably sitting about 8 to 16 feet. They're going to be around cover. They're looking for shady spots. Look for anything that goes like on your fish finder that'll just drop off and come back up. They're going to be sitting down there. Look for rock cover, anything, anything that you're not directly in the sun or is deeper. So what would you throw? Well, obviously, if it's a rocky bottom, you can punch a jig. Jigs definitely catch fish. I mean, no matter what. I mean, jigs has to be one of the most universal baits to throw, other than a Senko, or this is actually a trick worm. Almost looks kind of like something you drop shot, but I like to stick a sliding weight, tungsten weight on top of that. Same thing with a Keitech. These imitate, if you put one of the sliding tungstens on there, it'll go up and down like a dying bait fish, and that's something most fish can't resist no matter what species you're fishing for. Fish eat fish, so that's definitely something you're going to want to stick to. And then if worst comes to worst, like in rivers and stuff, lakes too, it's not that you can't catch fish with a square bill. A square bill has definitely worked in rivers this year. I know you're probably like, what the heck are you using all this Guggen stuff for? It's just what I had. I get pretty decent on this stuff, so that's what I like to throw. That color, the Sexy Shad one. I don't know if that's the actual color, but Sexy Shad to me. That's one of the things in rivers too, is if you're throwing a square bill in a river, it's nice. It'll bounce off a lot of rocks. It doesn't snag as easy. But a jig is definitely going to be one of your top producers in lakes or ponds during the day. Especially, like I said, you're going to want to fish the deeper water or water with shade. You don't want to be directly in the sun. You can still catch fish, but it's going to be tougher. And like I said, something real finesse. The bass aren't going to want to be extremely active in the hot water as they were, in the spring or once fall hits. Like I said, even a swim bait, early morning, evening, it's hard to beat top water, especially on an overcast day. But those are the methods that I use to catch, the 4-pounder that I put on my my thumbnail, because a lot of people have been going out. A lot of people where I work at, people come in and ask me, hey, what are you throwing? How are you catching? Still catching some fish. And it's definitely tough. Like, it's tough for everyone, but you gotta be able to outsmart the fish, and you got to throw what they want, because if it's not exactly the right presentation, if it's not the right bait, those fish are going to pass it up. And once they pass it up, I mean, it's hard. You can't stick to one thing and spend hours and hours on it and then, not change anything. Sometimes it's the presentation. Sometimes it's as simple as your line. A lot of people use swivels too, and sometimes it just doesn't look natural enough to get their finicky bass to hit it. So you want to think about those kind of things too. But other than that, I just wanted to give you guys some tips because, like I had said, it's been tough this year. We've had very, very little rain. It's been hot. It's been dry. There's a few trout streams near my house that have almost no water in them at all. And that's not good. I haven't trout fished in months, but once fall hits, hopefully we can get going again. I'm going to try and do some hunting videos this year. I didn't do that last year. I've been hunting for a while now, but luckily this year I feel like I'll be able to get out a little bit more, even with school, even with baseball at school, but hopefully we can still make things happen. Maybe an archery video. I hope to get pheasants, and then definitely coyote hunting. That's one thing we've been big into this year. But like I said, those are some things that I would like to put on this channel as well. Hopefully I'll be able to get into some stripers this fall. We might head down to the beach again. I've been at the beach a lot this summer. I didn't film because a lot of things, but that's all I have for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, hopefully these tips help you out. It should, but I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.